If you can, please share this link with somebody right now and then come back and join me, because I'm going to share with you something that I think it's very important for all of us to know. All right, these are things that we don't talk about, simply because whenever you talk about things like this, it seems like you're looking down on Africa or you're looking down on Africans. But that's the price of truth, right? If you guys can see the thumbnail of, actually the cover photo of our YouTube channel right now, it's hashtag the truth, because this year we said we're gonna be brutally honest with ourselves, and I think it's important for us to be truthful for each other. First of all, let me just acknowledge those countries who are going through some issues right now. I'm praying for all the families that are losing members and all people that have died. Their deaths are not in vain. And that's why here in Soil Nation One Africa, we are fighting every single day. For One Africa, we're fighting for love, peace, and unity, because, we want to send a message to everybody who lost either brother, friend, or family member that, their deaths are not in vain. You understand what I mean? That their deaths are not in vain. Those who died because of tribalism, those who died because they're trying to escape, running away from their countries, those who dies for whatever reasons, their deaths are not in vain. And that's why we are fighting every single day, to send that message that, as long as I have this life that I've been given, this is an opportunity. All right, it's an opportunity to live every single day to make sure that our people are living, in peace. And those who died, us as Africans, we are standing together to remember them, in everything that they're going through. And good news is that I found somebody from Congo that I'll be having conversation with either this Sunday or other days. And I've been constantly talking about the situation in Ethiopia. And let me highlight a little bit about that, and then I'll jump to the topic that I want to talk about today. The two enemies of Africa that you never think of. All right. The case of Ethiopia, I shared the other day, and I will say it again. It's a time for all Ethiopians to come together, by the name of Ethiopia. All right, by the name of Ethiopians. Because think about this. Just, for a second, guys, think about this. People are killing each other because of tribalism. So if I am from another tribe and I see you, I look at you from another tribe, it's easy to kill you because I look at you through the lens of tribe. All right. So if you're coming from my tribe, I'm pretty sure that, whatever thought that is in my mind is that I'm not there to protect you. I'm there to protect my tribe. So therefore, I'm going to kill you. So when I'm talking about hashtag stop killing Ethiopians, what I mean is this, that we have to remind those killers that people that are killing them are Ethiopians, are also Ethiopians. You understand what I mean? So if we shift our mindset from you are just, Oromia, or you're just Amhara, you are Tigrayan, you are so many other tribes that I don't get time to mention. If we keep seeing each other like that, then we're going to judge each other based on our ethnicity, based on our tribes. And that's how we got here where we are right now. And that's how they're going to get even worse, because that's how we see one another. So if I meet you, I just think of your tribe. I don't think of your nationality. I don't think that you are an Ethiopian. So in the case of one country, when I look at another person, I have to address them as an Ethiopian. We have to stop killing Ethiopians, because Amhara are Ethiopians. Any tribe in Ethiopia are Ethiopians. And we have to remind those people who are killing them, because those people who are killing, these people are also Ethiopians. We have to remind them that, okay, those who you're killing, they're Ethiopians. So stop killing Ethiopians. And in their mindset, what I'm saying? Like, this is something that is going to shift. I don't say that it's going to happen right away, but we have to remind those people that you guys are actually Ethiopian and you're actually killing Ethiopians. You know what I'm saying? By reminding them that they're going to think about it. It's kind of like you're killing your own tribe, which is, it happens sometimes, but it's very rare compared to the rival that is happening in Ethiopia between one tribe and another tribe. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say the power is in the people. The power is in Ethiopians. They're the only one who can change. We all know that Ethiopia, it was never colonized. So the problem of ethnicity, it's something that it's from within. You know what I'm saying? It's from the from within. It's because of the system. It's because of the constitution. It's because of all this stuff. And it's impossible to. I mean, it is possible to stop this if we start seeing each other as Ethiopians, as Africans. You understand what I mean? You know, there's a lot of countries in Africa, almost all of them, I know, they were colonized. And you know that colonizers, what they did is they divided people based on their ethnicity, based on of different things. So, you know, you'll find some countries are having those troubles, but then when you go to Ethiopia, you see this ethnicity issue. It's very intense and it's very severe. Yet, this country was never colonized. So ask yourself, who is responsible for these divisions that are happening in Ethiopia? Are Ethiopians? You know what I'm saying? And all the problems that are in there that are happening right now, they're inherited. They were there in the country for so long time. So we can either look or search for someone to blame, or we can take responsibility and trying to solve this issue by seeing each other as an Ethiopian, by addressing one another as Ethiopians, by addressing this crisis as this is the crisis that is happening to Ethiopia. It's happening to Ethiopians. And those people who are killing this another tribe, they're also killing Ethiopians, and they are also Ethiopians. You understand what I mean? So when we start addressing this, then in their mind, you know, in their mind, even if it's you, knowing that, oh, you're actually killing your own people. Because right now, when you look at different tribes, I mean, people, they think like this different tribe, they don't deserve to live. This different tribe, they don't deserve to live. You're coming from this tribe, I deserve, you don't deserve. You did this in the past, I'm going to kill. That's how their mind are operating right now. But let's remind them that they are also Ethiopians. Let's stop addressing one another through the lens of our tribes. Let's stop that. Because it's not going to solve. It never solved before. It will never solve. It will never solve. It's just going to create more. Right now, I see a lot of people having anger, and it's understandable. But I want you guys to have a righteous anger. Righteous anger is different from just the normal anger that is there. The normal anger is the anger that leads to revenge, you know, leads to regrets, leads to chaos. But righteous anger is that anger that brings change. Is that anger that is searching, is looking for last long solution. And that is, for all of us as the Ethiopians, look at each other as Ethiopians. And we can go even to the, you know, to international level, right? If one country, they're fighting with another country, they're killing each other because of their nationality, that's when we say we have to look at each other through the lens of Africa, that we are all Africans. When you think about it, that I'm killing my fellow African, my fellow brother, you are insane. Like, honestly, you understand that you're out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're crazy. Your ass is crazy. How do you kill your own brother? How can you kill your own brother? Your ass is crazy. And when you go to the levels of international, again, we look at each other through the lens of humanity. That, hey, you're killing your fellow human. This guy is not animal. This guy is a fellow human. You understand what I mean? So the struggle that is in Ethiopia, we can change as people. And I hope you guys who are following us, I hope all Ethiopians around the world, I hope you're listening and you're taking into actions. Because I'm telling you, man, we can talk about this all day long, but if we don't change the way we address this, nothing is going to stop. I'm telling you guys, all right? I'm telling you the truth. We're going to keep, you can keep hashtagging, you know, stop Amhara, this and this, stop this and this. We can do that. But I'm telling you the truth, guys. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. If you want other Ethiopians to stand with you, then we should start addressing this issue as a national issue. If you dress like that, other tribes are not going to stand with you. Unless those people who are following Swahili Nation who understand. And a lot of people, I see some negative comments that, oh, you know, you don't understand this, you don't understand. Yes, I don't understand. I don't claim to understand every single thing that is happening in Ethiopia. But I know one thing, that the way out of this situation, of this crisis from Ethiopia, it's unity. It's one Ethiopia. Stop killing Ethiopians. So there are people I see there addressing that, you know, oh, it's not Ethiopians. This is Amhara issue. Amhara are Ethiopians, guys. If you don't see that, then you don't really see the problem. If you don't see that, you don't see the problem. And we're not going to solve this problem by hashtagging your tribe. It's not going to solve that. Because another tribe, I know we are doing this because we want to see change, and I want to see change, and I want to see life, and I want to see peace, man, in this continent, in Ethiopia. I cry for that. I pray for that. I want to see that. I know this is good intention. Sometimes you might do something out of good intention, but the way that you're doing it is not right. And we have to understand that. And we have to shift our mind. And we have to start fighting for Ethiopia, because this is an attack to Ethiopia, to Ethiopia's development, to Ethiopia's future, Ethiopia's children's, Ethiopia. That's the fight towards that, all right? And we need to change that, and we need to stop that. You know, it's hard to talk about this, but I told you guys that I'm going to always stand with you no matter what. I'm going to always stand with you no matter what. And I hope we shift, our mind and start fighting for our country. Because what is happening is the fight against our country. All right. That was a little introduction of what's happening. But I want to share with you guys two enemies that you never think of. Tribalism, you thought about it. I want you guys right now to tell me in the comment section, what are these two enemies you think? I'm addressing two enemies you never thought of, all right? Let me know in the comment section right now, what are those enemies? What do you think? What are those enemies I'm going to talk about right now? Just a little quick, and then I'll be done. What are those two enemies that you never think of? Maybe you thought of, but it's something that you like. It's like, they can also be enemies. They can also be me, myself, and I. I love that. Those are three enemies. Those are three enemies. I'll tell you guys two enemies of Africa that we never think of sometimes. The first enemy is time. Time. Time is the enemy of Africa. We know this very famous say that we always talk about. We say that, this is African time, this is African time. Being late is African time. When you have tasks to do, you take 1 week, you take 1 month. Something that is supposed to take like 1 hour or 2 hours, right? When you go to government offices, man, like the work that is doing there, you might stay there from the morning to evening. And then at the evening, at the end of the day, they will tell you, come tomorrow. You go tomorrow, nothing will be done. Come another day tomorrow. And you might be standing there and you see this person just like chatting sometimes or talking on a phone call. You're not really doing any work, or somebody else they're working together coming to start chatting. Oh man, do you remember this? Oh, and you're there standing, you're expecting your work to be done, but nothing is being done. Time. Time is the biggest enemy of Africa. That's why development in Africa is taking a long time. That's why Africa is behind. It's behind in all aspects. Africa is behind in all aspects when you compare to other countries, to other continents, because we never care about time. We never care about time. We never care about time. We are not taking advantage of the time. I'll tell you this. The richest man on earth, Elon Musk, all right, and you were both born naked. We were both born naked. Nobody was born with clothes. All right. We all came through this world naked, and we all cried when we were born. We all go to poo. We all eat. We all do everything. We were given the same amount of time, 24 hours a day. Everybody, the richest man and the poorest man, all of us were given the same amount of time. But you know what differentiates between Africa and other continents is how we take advantage of time. It's how you spend your 24 hours a day. It's how you spend 9 hours that you're working in the government office. It's how you spend that time serving others and working for others. Do you know why private companies in Africa, they just doing so well compared to other public services or public companies? It's because private company, they care about time. They are always promoted. When you screw up, they will fire you right on the spot because they will have feedback. I mean, if you're not serving me well, I'll call your manager and I'll tell them why you're not serving me well. And they always care about the customer service. They always care about the quality of the service they're giving. And if you're not giving your service to the full potential, what they're going to do, they're going to fire you and hire somebody else, because a lot of people, they want to work for that. And also their salary is good. So I'm going to fire you if you're not doing your work. But this is one thing that you don't understand. Public companies, their goal is to get more profit. Public company, their goals is to get more profit. They're not there to save the welfare of people. They're not there to just care for the people. No, they're there to create more profit. So all the services and all the time that they always care about, they're doing that because they want to create more profit. But public companies, most of them, they're there to serve people. And most of people who are going to public offices, public schools, public hospitals, most of people who are going there are people with low income. But guess what? That's the place where we waste a lot of time. We're not serving our people. And you'll find people dying in the public hospitals. They're not getting any services. They're going there in the morning. This lady, you see this lady, she has a pregnancy. She wants to see a doctor, but she'll be like, people, they don't even care about her. She'll be there until the day she will die. A lot of people in Africa are dying because we do not care about time. We don't do our work effective. We are not motivated. Maybe it must be the case, maybe the government is not giving enough salaries, to the people and all those kind of things. All those things aside, but you find a lot of people struggling. You find a lot of people dying. You find Africa is not developing because we do not care about time. And most of these problems you find in public companies, in government companies, government offices. You know why? Because whether you do your job or you don't do your job, at the end of the month, you get your salary. And nobody cares about how you work. Nobody cares about opinion. You might complain that, oh, they're not giving service that they're supposed to give. Nobody cares about that. The public companies, those are people who need services, but we don't care about time. Something that is supposed to be solved day, man, it will take 1 week, it will take 1 month to be solved. That's in Africa. Tell me another continent, tell me another country that they waste time like the way we waste in Africa. Tell me another country. I've been in a couple countries. I've been in Korea. I've been in Romania. I've been in Germany. I've been in Japan. I've been in China. You cannot see something like that. You cannot see people wasting time. You cannot see that. The system, it's very slow. Also, people are very, very slow. They don't care about time. We do not care about time. You can even go to the appointments. Like, let's say we start our session at 9 p.m. If you're at work, that's okay. You're at work. I can't blame you. Please keep working. All right? But people, they always come 1 hour after, 30 minutes after. And meeting that it was supposed to end within 1 hour is going to stay for 2 hours. Meeting that was supposed to end within 2 hours is going to stay for 3 hours. All right? Something that was supposed to be done within 2 days is going to spend for 1,000 days. Because we don't care about time. For some reason, we think, you look at these people and you think, they think like you have time, like you have time. Guys, there is no time. The time that you have, the time that is assured to you is right now. You have no idea that the next second you might be gone. And if you're gone, what about those things that you were supposed to do? What about those people that you're supposed to save? Now I'm talking to those people who are working in public offices. Do you guys care about time? Because if you care about time, you're going to save people well. If you care about time, people's lives will be saved. And you'll serve people. And this continent, man, the development that is happening too slow, very slow. It's going to go fast because of time. Look at any leader in Africa that cares about time. In their countries, development is growing fast. It's always growing fast. Look at Kagame, Paul Kagame. Look at, the Magufuli president here. Look at Sankara. Look at all those old leaders that they were always standing for their countries. Man, those people, they care about time. They care about time. They always save time. Time is the biggest enemy of Africa. And until we wake up, man, if you don't wake up and realize that you're wasting a lot of time, and that's the reason why you're poor, that's the reason why Africa is so poor, because we do not care about time. We say we have African time, man. Cut the bullshit, man. Africa, that's not African time. That is your own time, because I care about time, because I save time. And I make sure that whatever that we have to do, it has to be done within the range of time that we have agreed. Because otherwise, you're not going to see progress. We're not going to see change. We want to change Africa. We don't want to be poor anymore. We must care about time. We do not have time. Time is not your friend. 24 hours a day. And some people are rich. some people are poor. The same time we've been given. And then you say that, oh, those people, they were born with privilege. I don't care whether you're born with privilege. Man, I was born from the poor family, from just the low family. But you know what? I care about time, and I'm going to save it every single day to make sure that I redeem myself and my next generation to live the life that is different. And I'm telling you, if we as youth care about time, manage time, protect time, I'm telling you, time is going to be our friend. And there's no other way than development. That's the only thing we're going to see in Africa. Prosperity, development, progress. And we're going to save a lot of people's life if we care about time. Start caring about time today. Because time is running. And time is not your friend. So, honestly, I don't want to hear this. You know, Biggie, before he said that we should not use the word that I am confused, because those are negative words to use. I'll tell you this, guys. We should not use the word that this is African time. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. If someone else outside of Africa will be like, oh, this is African time, you Africans are late, we'll be offended today. But that's the truth. We always do not care about time. We have 23 people here watching, but you know, I can ask a question here. Do you guys care about time? Maybe not even half of us who are watching here care about time. Manage time, save time, protect time, embrace time. It's just going like that. 20 minutes right now, it's just going like that. That's the first enemy of Africa. The second enemy of Africa. The second enemy of Africa is discipline. These two things are going hand in hand. Discipline. Guys, I'm going to be brutally honest with us today. Africans, we do not have discipline. You hate me. If you have discipline, God bless you. But Africans, we do not have discipline. We do not have discipline of work. We do not have discipline of time. We do not have discipline of... You can name anything. We do not have discipline of that. Out of 10 people who are very having discipline, all this stuff, you'll find maybe 3 people. 7 of them, they don't have discipline. We're talking about time, wasting time. Even discipline of time, we don't have that. You know, one day, my professor, when I was in Korea, this professor was from Greece. He told me this. It really hurt me, and I hated him for that. He told me this. He said, you know, Mika, you know why you guys are poor? This is a professor is telling me. And I was like, why? He's like, Africans, you guys, you don't have discipline. He said, I have a lot of African students here, and I have a lot of, I have a lot of, other people, students here. But, every time when it comes to homework, when it comes to submit on time, when it comes to coming in the class, when it comes to, most of the time I find a huge number of people who are not there are Africans. Man, this has hurt me. It hurt me so much because this is a white guy talking about discipline about Africans. I was like, who the heck are you? Do you think you can point your fingers at me and think that this and that and this and that? Man, I'm telling you, man, I will tell you the truth. I've been in a couple of African countries. Man, I see the same thing. I see the same thing, man. We cannot keep pretending that we have a lot of discipline. I can't pretend that, man. We don't have discipline, man. And until we change, we cannot see anything change in Africa. Time and discipline is the greatest enemies of Africa. Man, do you have discipline for your work? Do you serve your people well? Do you care about time? Do you arrive at work on time? When you're there sitting behind your desk, do you work or do you chat? Do you do your work or do you watch some funny videos on TikTok, on Instagram, or whatever? Do you guys manage time? If you work in a public office, you have 8 hours. Do you spend those 8 hours in working or do you spend those 8 hours in chatting because nobody's looking at you? Are you faithful with the time you've been given? Are you faithful with the service that you're supposed to provide to people? Are you faithful? If you're a doctor, are you faithful to serve your patients? Maybe within a day you're supposed to save like 10 patients, but you're always saving 3 or 5 patients because you're wasting time. Because you do not care. Because you do not have discipline for your work. We should have discipline for our work. I'm not just pointing fingers at you guys. I'm pointing fingers at myself because I'm also African. We should care about time and we should have discipline. We see that even in the leadership positions. People, they do not have discipline. They work in the government offices. They do not have discipline for their work. They just do things as if like... Africa, my friend today, she said this, that sometimes I cry for Africa, sometimes I laugh at Africa. And it's true, man. Sometimes something will happen in Africa and then you just start crying. Sometimes things will happen in Africa, you start laughing. Not because that something is good, but you start laughing because something is awful. And you're asking yourself, man, how are we going to get out of this? Man, we can get out of poverty if we care about time and if we manage time. We can get out of poverty if we become people, Africans, with discipline at our workplace, and especially at your own work where nobody watches you, nobody sees you. Man, how do you do your work when nobody sees you? How do you do your work? Man, I'm talking, man, my cry is to those government workers. My cry is to you, man, because that is the biggest problem in Africa. People who are working in a public offices. Man, if you're not happy because of your salary, get out of there, quit, find something else to do. But do not waste time while you're working for the government and then you're making government look bad because of you, one stupid lazy person that always do not care about time and you do not manage time, and people's lives are dying because you're just there, you don't care about time. Get out of that office. You find people complaining, government itself, they're not paying us enough money. If they're not paying you enough money, then leave. Because there's a lot of people who do not have job. They will appreciate having that job that they receive a little bit of money and they'll work for their people. Are you working for money or are you working for people? Yes, it's important to have money, but at least you have salary every single month. At least you have that. But why you do not provide the service that you're supposed to give to people and you're receiving salary, and because I don't receive enough salary? Man, cut the bullshit. That's just nonsense. It's nonsense. I'm crying with those people who are working in public offices, because people with private companies, they always care about time. They have discipline. People working in private offices, they always care about that because they'll be fired. But in public offices, man, you go to bank, you can stay there for the whole day. People, they do not give a shit about you. You are there, you can stay there whether you're an old person or you go to the hospital. A lot of people are dying in the waiting room, man. Do you know that? Actually, if somebody's here, please, you can check like the research, check it on Google, whatever. How many people are dying just there at the waiting desk? How many people are dying? How many patients are just dying like that on the spot because of time? Because of time. God help us. God help us. Most of you all are working in public offices. Do you guys manage time? Do you guys have discipline with your offices? Because we are blaming government a lot of time. But man, I'm pointing fingers at you because, you know, government is nothing without people. You, the people, are working for the government. If government is doing bad, it's because you people are doing bad. Us Africans are doing bad. When you blame government, blame the workers as well, because those are people who are making government look bad. There are people who are making government look bad. Do you think the president always go to the offices to work everywhere? We can blame them that this president, but you know what? That is those people who are working with that guy there or that lady there. They're the one who are always letting the government down because we do not care about time. We do not care about discipline. And the only thing we care at the end of the month, we want to receive our salary. That's the only thing we care about. Man, how did we get here? How did we get here? How are we going to solve the problems of Africa? How are we going to solve problems of our people in Africa? How are we going to transform Africa if we do not care about time? If we do not care, we do not have discipline of work. Look, man, I'll say this again. Look at other countries. Look at other continents. Look at the service, man. For how long are we going to point fingers at colonizers? For how long are we going to point fingers at the government? You are the one who make that government exist. You are responsible. We are responsible. We do not care about time. We don't have discipline of work. I'm saying this, man, in pain, because this is not the only country I've been. I've been in few African countries and I've seen the same issues. And I have my friends all over Africa. I hear the same issues. And it's the time to address that. care about time. You have been given 24 hours a day. We can change Africa, for God's sake. We can change this continent. Man, we might pray. Nothing will change if you do not care about time. Because even Bible is telling us, man, about time. Keep the time. Keep the time. Keep the time, because these days that we are in are the days of evil. We must keep the time. We must manage the time. We must protect the time. We must embrace time. We must respect time. And discipline of work. You want to see change in Africa? Change yourself first. Change your damn self, man, because you are the reason why we have problem. We are the reason why we mess this continent, man. This continent is beautiful. This continent is rich. This continent has everything. But we mess it up, man. Africans, we're destroying this continent. Nobody else is doing that but us, Africans. We are destroying this continent. We talk about corruption. We can say that maybe that's what you're thinking about. The enemy of Africa is corruption. The enemy of Africa is tribalism, is religion. You can say all those big issues, but I'm telling you, I'm coming after y'all. Now we're going to personal issues. Do you protect time? Do you manage time? Do you have discipline at your work places? Men in Swahili Nation, One Africa, will always care about time. Will always manage time. Will always be disciplined at our work. And this is the message to everybody. This is message to everybody. It's message to leaders. It's message to hosts. It's message to all Africans. It's message to you guys. Everybody's message to everybody. You don't care about time? Get out of that office. Quit. Go and do something. Do your own work and waste time, man. Those people who are managing their personal business, do you think they waste time? Waste time. If you have your own little shop, you're selling tomatoes. Other people, they're waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning. And then you wake up at 10 a.m. in the morning. Do you think you're going to make the same amount of money? Do you think you're going to be the same? You ain't going to be the same. You sleep 8 hours a day. It's important to sleep, guys, all right? You sleep 8 hours a day and somebody else there is sleeping 5 hours a day. Do you think you're going to be the same? Do you think you're going to have the same results? You're not going to have the same results. I don't say that you should start sleeping 5 hours a day. I sleep 5 hours a day because I just cannot sleep more than that. That's the maximum time that I will sleep. Even if I have 10 hours to sleep, but after 5 hours, I just wake up. That's how my mind and my body has been tuned, all right? So I'll always just be like that. You know, I'm not forcing you. It's important to sleep 8 hours a day. It's important to do that, to recover your body and go out to work. But I'm telling you guys, the reason why we are too slow in our development, the reason why we are too slow in everything, the reason why we are behind everybody, it's because we waste damn time. Don't tell me because of colonialism, man. Even South Korea, it was colonized. Look at that country, man. That country is one of the fastest growing country in the world. Look at their companies, Samsung, Hyundai. Look at Kia, different companies, LG. In the same country, internet of that country is ridiculous, fast than any other place, man. You go to that country, internet is like this. You know why? Because in their culture, they have one word called pali pali. That is Korean, pali pali. Pali pali, it means haraka haraka. It means fast, fast. Everything they do is fast. Even when they eat fast. Even when they walk fast. You guys have seen a lot of dramas and movies from South Korea. Those guys care about time more than anything else. Those guys manage time. They say, let's meet at 9 p.m. They meet at 8:55 p.m. 5 minutes they're waiting there to start the show. And I'm glad that God sent me to that country to see why. Because I went there to study economics. And the reason why I wanted to find out why South Korea is so developed, but we are still the same. And yet 50 years ago, we had the same level of economic. Why? So I went to study economics and to find out, because I thought maybe there's a lot of secrets that I don't know. So I went there. Guys, I found out that there's no any secret, man. There's no any secret for them to develop that. But time. Those guys, they manage time. Even public offices, man. I'll tell you this, guys. You go to the public office here in Africa. People, they want you to give money before you receive your service. In Africa. They are there. They're supposed to work for you, but they still want money from you to give you service. That's how customer service is working in Africa. In most of public offices, customer service, you pay for it to receive. If you don't pay, nothing will move fast. So people there who are working there all the time, they receive salary and they receive other salary from people. It's wrong. It's not right. What if somebody don't have money? They'll never receive service they deserve. Or their service will be delayed. That's how people are dying. That's how people are dying. You go to the private companies, customer service is amazing. You go to South Korea, man, that country customer service, it's amazing. There was a time me and my best friend, we got into trouble. We got into problem. And we had this one lawyer who was just there, hired by the government to help foreigners. Hired by the government. And that it was an NGO. You don't pay. Like that person, she is a lawyer. She will save us. She will do everything without receiving even a single money. Even a single dollar. She will not receive anything. We gave her a gift she did not even accept it. And she's working for the NGO. Even the salary from the government is not that good. Those people, because they have discipline of work. They have discipline of work. Those people care about their work more than anything else. You'll never find them doing something in the middle of the work. If I'm serving you right now and another worker here come to talk to me, I will tell them, wait, I'm serving this person. You'll find them, they're not just chitty-chatty with one another. They've concentrated on the work. They're getting their job done. If somebody is not there, that's when they can talk. But here, you find somebody moving from that desk, coming to another person, sit there, talking, oh, laughing, and you're there, standing there, and even they forget that you're there. And then, oh, I'm sorry, but you already waste 30 minutes. You already waste 1 hour. Man, in that 1 hour, what would you be doing? That's why, the Minister of Education here, Nati, he said he knows that. That's why these days, whatever he goes to public offices in Africa, he always go with his book. Because he knows that I'm going to waste a lot of time. So I don't want to waste time. If I'm waiting there, I'll just hold my book and study and read. That's the only thing we can do for now. But I hope we can change. Those Koreans, they have discipline of work. Chinese, Japanese, we bash on them sometimes because of how they're taking advantage of us. But man, why don't you take advantage of time? Why don't you take advantage of yourself before somebody else come and take advantage of you? Today we are praising Chinese who are coming and take all these big deals in Africa and do as soon as possible and say, oh, these guys are really developing our country. No, they are not. They manage time. They care about time. Give that project to somebody there. African. Oh my goodness. The project that is supposed to be done within 1 year, it will be there for 3 years. For 3 years. And we want to see change in Africa. You ain't going to see change if you do not change. Change to change. Be the change that Africa needs. Be the change that Africa deserves. We're going to change to transform this continent if we change ourselves. If we care about time, if we manage time, and if we're disciplined enough to do our work faithfully, especially those who are working for the government. Don't blame government. Don't just blame your leader. Blame those people who are working with him. Blame everybody who is working there. Because I'm telling you, a lot of leaders, they have good intentions. A lot of leaders, they are there because they earned that position, because they love that country. A lot of leaders, we are being very critical with our leaders, and I understand that. But those people, they love our countries. Those leaders, they love our countries, but they lack support. We don't support them enough. We don't hold their hands high enough. Remember the story of Moses. Moses, when he grew old, he was too old. And they were going to fight the battles. So God, he told Moses that, Moses, you just need to lift your hands. Whenever you lift your hands, what's going to happen is people like you guys will win the battle. But if you keep your hands down, you guys are going to lose the battle. Moses, he went there and he was holding his hands like this. They were winning the battles, winning the battles, winning the battles. But you know what? Because he was too old, he was getting tired. So he was kind of all the time going down and they were losing. Okay. But you know what happened? They came other people, they hold the hands of Moses like this. They helped him like this. And because of that, they won battles. Also, Moses, when he was solving issues of Israelites, there were too many people and he couldn't like solve everything. So God, he told him that, hey, you have to pick 80 different elders to help you solving these issues. And those 80 different elders, they're the one who were listening to people and trying to solving problems of the people. What am I telling you? Guys, our leaders will never do anything to these countries if we don't support them. If we don't support them. Africa, instead of bashing, yeah, there's a time we're going to do that. And we do that a lot, even here, brutally, honest. But when you talk about your government or your leader, there are people who are always letting them down. There are people who always, they make them look bad. There are people who always want them to get out of the government and them to become leaders. They're working against. That's why Africa, we don't develop. We don't leave all these politics behind. When you have a leader and he's supposed to stay there for 5 years, you have no other choice than to support that person. Because if they succeed, our country succeed. I remember the time when President Trump, he was elected. This is what Obama said. He said he was sitting next to Trump and he told Trump, he said, you know what, my office is going to give you every support that you want. We're going to be there with you from beginning to the end of the journey as long as you want us. Because if you succeed, America succeed. That's what he said the last day they were having a press conference with President Trump next to him. But these are two people who don't like each other. These are people who despise each other. But when it comes to the interests of the country, you have to support. You have to support the good work that has been done. You have to. You have to. And this is for those workers who are down there, who are supporting the guy working in the hospital, working in the schools, working in the whatever small offices. You guys, do you support your leaders enough, or you make your leaders look bad? That's the thing, guys. Any country, I'll tell you this, remember this, any country in Africa cannot be destroyed by a single person. No, there's no that country. It's not true. It's a lie. Don't believe that. No country in Africa will be destroyed by a single person. No. No, it's a collective work, man. Your country has 100 million people. Your country has 60 million people. Your country has 200 million people. And then you say, because of this leader, he destroying this country. I'm telling you, man, there's no single person can destroy a country. No. No. No one like that. No. No. Even sometimes we praise our leaders. We say, for example, Magufuli was just there for 5 years. He changed this country. It was not just the work of Magufuli, man. It was the work of everybody who was working with him. Yes, he was the one commanding. He was the one have that spirit. But there were a lot of people working day and night making sure that they're bringing change. It's collective work. If your country is not doing right, it's not because of a single person. It's because of all of you. It's because of those who are working in public offices. It's because of you people. It's because of everybody. And that's the truth. It is the truth. You waste time. You're not disciplined enough to work for your people. I'm not disciplined enough to work for my people. I waste time. And so, we do not develop. Guys, I'm saying this and I'm sharing this with you because I love Africa. I love Africa with everything I got, and I love Africans. It's a time to change. It's a time to change. Remember, time and discipline. Those are two enemies of Africa. Two enemies of Africa. Let us transform this continent. Let everybody see the true Africa. Let everybody see. Show everybody. This is Africa. Show everybody, guys. It's a collective work. Blame game, man, blame game is the coward game. All right? It's a coward game. No country can be destroyed by a single person. No country can be developed by a single person. It's a collective work. It's a collective work. What do you do to change the situation in your country, to change the situation in Africa? Let me finish by saying this. We are on a campaign of raising money for our offices. And right now, where I'm talking right now, I'm so close to that office. And we need your support. We need your support. What I just shared with you guys is what we want to share across the continent of Africa. We want to go everywhere. We want to go to every school. We want to go to every university. We want to go everywhere. Collectively, we want to go everywhere to talk to our people that do not waste time, and you have to be disciplined. You need to have that discipline. We want to go everywhere. But we want to have offices where we can operate and do what we say, put into action what we talk about right now. We want to go everywhere. So I want you guys to help us. If somebody is watching here, please, can somebody share the link of GoFundMe in the comment section right now? Can somebody share the link? Oh, I actually have, yeah, I don't know if I have in the comment section. Can someone share the link of GoFundMe in the comment section so that people can give? We want to go everywhere and share this. Blame game is a cowardly game. Exactly. You got that, right? I want somebody to share that link in the comment section. I want you guys to support us. I want you guys to help us to open these offices so that we may spread this message everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. So far, we have raised 3,230 euro. The last person to give, it was 3 days ago. 3 days, guys. 3 days. We hope every single day we can get something. But 3 days ago, we had somebody donated. We want someone else to do it. Thank you, my read Antoinette. So I will pin this all the way to the top. That's the link, guys, in the comment section. That's the link in the comment section. Please go and give and support. Thank you so much, Pi, as well, for giving them, for putting the link. Please go and support. I'm just gonna pin this all the way to the top. Blame game is cowardly game. I love that, man. You know, these days I've been writing the quotes that I've always been saying. One day I'll be sharing with you guys. Also, remember, our countries can never be destroyed by a single person. That's just not gonna happen. Okay, that's the link there in the comment section. The last person to donate, it was 3 days ago. I want you guys to do that. This campaign is for all of us. This is brutal honest we are talking about. And we want to share with everybody, because we don't talk about this. We just talk about the big problems we have. But you know, there's a root to the problem we are facing right now. Blame game is a cowardly game. You can blame white people for what is going on in Africa, that we're not developed. Oh, they're taking advantage of us. Yeah, I talk about that like that all the time. But I always see there's two sides of the coin. The head is us, and the tail is them. You understand what I'm saying? And we need to spread this message everywhere. We need to have offices, guys. Help us. Help us to get those offices. It has already been more than a month right now. This is the 2nd month, and we need your support more than ever. You know, somebody commented today, said, was giving me a suggestion that, Mika, I think, let me finish with that. It said, Mika, we do not know. I think people, in order to give, they need to trust you. They need to know who you are. They need to know the vision. They need to know the mission. You know, they need to know why you need this, why you need that. You know, it was a good suggestion, but then I realized it's a good suggestion. And I realized that, oh, this person probably, you know, she just joined Swahili Nation. But you guys, you know that we always talk about that. We always talk about the vision, the goal, and we always talk about why we need this. We break down. We made a video about, about that. You guys, the journey. I even shared, like, I guess 1 month ago, how we started with Swahili Nation. This Monday, Actually, this Monday I'll be having a conversation with my best friend, telling you the genesis of Swahili Nation, how it started and where we are right now, because he was there at the beginning, right? I'm always sharing about that, and so I told her that even this Monday will come to share about that. I understand, because we always have new people are coming, so they want to. If you're skeptical, guys, if you're skeptical because of giving, and you don't want to give because you think like Mika is going to take this money and eat it, or he's going to take this money and use for himself, then man, I can't change that mind. I can't change that mindset of yours. All right, if you're skeptical, that's fine. All right, keep being skeptical. But if you want to see change, then go ahead and give, because man, everything is transparent right there. Everything is right there. And you guys will be able to see. You can actually just calculate by yourself, because you'll see the office, you see what we bought, you see what is in the office, you see everything, and you can calculate by yourself. That if you have two chairs, one chair is for $10 and another chair is for $100, you can see the difference. You can tell the difference. You can tell the difference of the quality of this chair. If you buy a camera of $1,000 and you buy a camera of $3,000, the camera that we want to buy, you tell the difference. When you see the picture, when you see the camera, you tell the difference. All right. If you see the studio of, $100 and the studio $15,000, you tell the difference. Because you'll be seeing these things. You will see. You will come to the office. Most of you guys will come to the headquarters to visit, because this is your office. You will see everything. So that time will come. All right. And honestly, for me, I don't know what to say, man. I hate doing this. I really wish, and I always hope that, I was a billionaire. My vision was to become a billionaire, when I turned 30. That was my vision. Why billionaire? Because there's a lot of things that I want to do, and I don't want to ask for money. That's what I want to do. Because man, I'm telling you, if I have that amount of money, and I know that I'll build hospital to save people's life, I'm going to build it. I'll build school or library to provide education to my people. I'll do it, because I know this is what is going to bring change. If I had money, but I don't have that money, I can't even build office here. We are asking the money to lend is for 1 year. This money we're asking is just to lend for 1 year, not even to build. If we want to build, we need to start asking for, $100,000 or something, even more than that, because it's gonna be a tower, Swahili Nation One Africa Tower. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a lot. So one step at a time, and that's why we're asking that, for that. And if you're in a position to bring change, if you're in the position to support and to help, please help. Support. GoFundMe page is in the comment section. Go ahead and support, and I'm telling you, you'll see the change that Africa needs in due time. In no time, you'll see that happening. Because man, we care about time, and we have discipline. My people care about time right here. We always care about that. And because we want to see change. And we cannot see change in Africa if you do not care about time. Time and discipline. I hope you guys will care. I'll tell you this today. If you don't care about that, guys, this is going to be a place you will hate it. All right? Because I will talk about it all the time. And I'll tell my people as well, let's talk about this all the time, because that's the biggest problem we have. So it's hard if you are the one that you do not care about that, and then you're hearing this message. You will hate me. I know. And it's okay. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys you heard me enough today. And I love you guys. Thank you everybody who joined here today. Thank you for all your comments. I actually just came from gym, and I'm in the car right now, heading home. So I appreciate you guys who came here today. Appreciate for your comments. Appreciate for your love, and for everything, man. You guys mean a lot to me. You guys rock. All right. Without you guys, I cannot do anything. When SNN is its own standalone media, not dependent on YouTube, you will see a change, Mika. Exactly. We have to make that change, my brother. We have to make that change. And this is the time. The most effective way to get this type of critical message out to people is dropping flyers from airplane throughout Africa in the appropriate language. How can you drop that, man? Because if you open the airplane, you know what's gonna happen. Nobody's gonna let you to open that. You know what I'm saying? That's dangerous. Thank you, Mika. This is what I've been saying for a while. We are the main problem. We are our own enemy. Appreciate that. But I love that pie. I love the answer you say that, the greatest enemy. That's another perspective. Like the bigger picture of that is time and discipline. We do not care about that. Blaming game is a cowardly game. You don't speak Somali a couple months. Oh, Mohammed Ozil. We're gonna have a session about Somalia very soon. Talk about the what's happening in Somalia after the election. So we're gonna talk about it very soon. And just mind you, my brother Muhammad, whenever I talk about Africa, I talk about every country in Africa. So when I just say Africa, I talk about you guys as well. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna leave right now. But remember, guys, again, time at 9 p.m. today. Actually 9:15. I saw His Excellency put 9:15. I will be having a session, weekly recap with His Excellency. So please come and join. That session we're dedicating to raising funds for this move and for the officers. So please show up and come and support. We need your support more than ever. So please come to support. All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon. All right. I need to go right now. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you for those who have given. If you guys have given right now, I cannot check the how many people given here. Let me see if anybody gave. Let me see here. All right, let me see here if anyone gave. If nobody gave, that's fine as well. But remember, to give. If you haven't contributed, remember to do so, because we cannot do anything without you guys. All right, guys. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye. I love you.